If I am going to ask you, do you have goals in life? If meron, what is your goal in life? Itong taon na to, itong 2022, ang tanong ko ay, nag-goal setting ka na ba? If hindi pa, it's not too late. Hindi pa po late na mag-goal setting ka this year. At gusto mo bang malaman kung paano mag-set ng goals from a different perspective? Well, if interested ka, just keep on tuning and don't tune out. Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Now, if this is your first time to watch, consider subscribing and ring the bell button para ma-notify ka pag may mga bago akong publish na video. And I'm sure, madami na kayong narinig or nabasa about goal settings. Bookshelves are lined with volumes of books telling us that we can be anything we make up our minds to be. Well, there's some truth to that, but it's not the whole truth. Because we've all been given individual gifts and goals in life. And God is the giver of both. And here are the 5 things that you need how to set your goals. So kung ready ka na, ihanda mo na yung papel at ballpen or screenshot mo itong mga ipapakita ko. Number 1, ask God to tell who you are. But the question is, why do we need to ask God? Well, simply because He is your Creator. And yun ang minsan nakakalimutan natin. Because God will only empower you to be what He called and equip you to be. So when God equip you with 1 talent, He doesn't give you a 5-talent assignment and vice versa. And when you use that God-given talent, one day, you will stand before Him and hear the commendation, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Trust in God more than in yourself. Well, that doesn't mean you should go through life doubting and second-guessing yourself or being afraid to move on in case you make a mistake. But when you recognize and embrace God's plan for your life, you tap into the power you need to fulfill it. Because false humility will handicap you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally and keep you from moving forward. But once you understand your personal assignment and tap into His power, you can start believing for success regardless of what obstacles may stand in your way. And number 3, depend on God more than on others. Well, that doesn't mean you don't need other people. Well, you do actually. You need them. But when God calls someone to do a job, He calls others to stand alongside them. And God's promise is, "I will give men for you and people for your life." So ask Him who belongs in your life. And you need people who know how to hold up your hands and strengthen you. Kaya lang, eto, pakinig kayo. Some of us are stubborn and self-centered. We subscribe to the philosophy, "It's my way or the highway." And we burn through people leaving wreckage in our wake. Don't do it. Huwag niyo pong gagawin yun. Because when God sends gifted people in your life, acknowledge them, respect them, train them, motivate them, and reward them. And when you do not only will you fulfill your goal, you will create a win-win for everybody. Number 4, you have to discern who belongs in your life and who doesn't. Yan. You know, one of the toughest parts about reaching your goal is discovering that some of the people closest to you you don't share it or want to be part of it. Well, you can spend years trying to convince them, even be able to buy their short-term loyalty, but eventually, they leave you and often breaking your heart in the process. Somebody said, pakinggan niyo po ito, in prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Correct, di ba? Meron ba kayong mga ganyan kakilala? Well, the truth is that people who don't respect your goal will detract from it. You can minister to them and try to encourage them with words that strengthen and bless. But if you insist on holding on to them like an infected tooth, they will end up hurting you. Kaya nga sabi ni Jesus, if anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. So in order to reach your God-given goals, sometimes you have to do that. And number 5, put your goals in writing. Isulat po natin. Because you know what? God can give you a vision overnight. But usually, it won't be fulfilled overnight. And you will face disappointments, discouragements, and delays because your vision always costs more than you estimated. And it takes longer than you planned. It can become blurred by your circumstances and emotions. That's why it's so important to write it down and keep it in front of you. So yung pwede nyo gawin dyan, pwede kayong gumawa ng dream board na tinatawag. And the Bible also tells us that where there is no vision, the people perish. And the word perish suggests something that is slowly decaying, and that's what happens when you don't keep your God-given vision on front of you. So, if you want to dream losing weight, post a picture that inspires you on your refrigerator. If you dream of one day owning your home, stick a picture of it in your bulletin board. Now, if you have a clear-cut written goal, you'll always know where you are and remember what God has called you to do. So as I end, here is my takeaway sa inyong lahat. In Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 it says, "And the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it." Guys, kung may naging added value sa inyo ito ngayon, i-share mo ito sa mga friends and relatives mo. And of course, don't forget to click the like and paki-subscribe na din kung hindi ka pa subscriber ng aking channel. So guys, I hope to see you again next week ha. Dito lang sa aking channel. So God bless you and thank you for watching.